Hello, children, and welcome back to your Fun with English lesson. So, tell me, what is different today? Yes, it's this flying spaceship, isn't it? Is it a UFO? What is a UFO? Yes, UFO stands for Unidentified Flying Object. Looking at the spaceship and the alien, I'm sure there are certain questions arising in your mind. What are some of these questions? What did you see? Who are they? Where did they come from? And why? How long will they stay? These questions might come to your mind and worry you a little. You might also be interested in talking to them. So you can ask, when will they interact with us? That's pretty daring of you to ask. So children, can you guess? What are we talking about today? Yes, we are going to discuss more about questions, how to ask them, what words to use, and in this regard, let us talk about the objectives and outcomes of today's lesson. At the end of this lesson, you will be able to frame questions to given statements or situations. Use the correct order of words while questioning. Apply the WH words effectively. And finally, you will be able to conduct a short interview by creating your own questionnaire. Doesn't that sound interesting? We will learn all about it in today's lesson.
It is time for a story. Listen to the story being played carefully and then answer the questions based on it.
It was the middle of the night. I was sleeping in my bed when suddenly I heard a funny noise. It sounded like someone talking. I got out of bed and turned on the light. No one was there. Confused, I turned off the light and went back to bed. Then I heard the voice again. This time I lay still and listened closely. "I'm the best," it said. Then another voice appeared. "No, I'm the best." The voices sounded like they were coming from right beside my head. "Hello," I called out. "Who's talking?" "Sorry to wake you," the voice said. "We were just discussing which of us is the best body part." "The best body part?" I asked, confused. "Yes," said the voice. "I'm your ear, and I think I'm the best. Your eyes disagree. They think they're the best. Maybe you could decide which body part is the best." I thought it was weird that my body parts were talking to me, but I decided to help them out. "Okay," I said. "Each body part has to tell me why it is the best, and then I will decide." "Great," said my ear. "I'll go first. I'm your ear. There are two of me. We're the best because we help you hear. You can listen to music. You can hear people talk to you. You can even hear people tell you they love you. No one can top that." "We can top that," my eyes chimed in. "We help you see. You can watch TV. You can look at beautiful artwork. You can see the people and places around you. Without us, it would be difficult to see where you are and where you are going." "Don't forget about me," grunted my nose. "I help you smell. You can smell delicious cookies as they bake in the oven. You can smell pretty flowers in the spring." "But nose, not all smells are good, though," said my mouth. "So you cannot be the best nose. I am the best. I am your mouth. I help you do a lot of things. I help you talk. I help you eat. I am most important." Then my hands spoke up. "Without us, you could not get food to your mouth. You could not toss a ball. You could not pick up a book. We are very important." "Not as important as us," cried my feet. We help you walk, run, jump, and get wherever you need to go. We are very important. Stop! I shouted. There is no way I can possibly decide which body part is the best. You are all very important. I need my ears to hear, my eyes to see, my nose to smell, my mouth to talk and eat, my hands to pick things up, and my feet to get where I need to go. But surely one of us is more important than the other, said my mouth. No, I said. You are all part of the same team. You each have an important part to play to help keep my busy body working. It is time to stop arguing and start working together. After a few moments, my body parts stopped their grumbling. She's right, said my ears. There is no I in team. Let's work together to make her the best girl she can be. Go, team busy body!
Tell me, children, did you hear the story carefully? Now it is time for some questions. Our first question reads, when is the story taking place? I am asking for a time. Did you listen to the video carefully? What time was this? Yes, it was at night, midnight to be more precise, that the girl in the story wakes up. Our next question says, where was the narrator? Now, if she wakes up, where do you think she is? It is the middle of the night and something wakes her up. Where is she? Yes, she is in her bed when she hears something. That leads us to our next question. What did she do when she heard the funny noise? What do you think is the answer to this? Do you remember? Yes, she got out of bed and turned on the light. That is quite brave of her to do. What would you do if you would hear some funny noises in the middle of the night? Won't you ask your parents? I'm sure you might be feeling scared. And so was she. But she was a brave little girl. Children, can you tell me what happens in the story next? Yes, the different parts of her body are seen talking to each other, and rather, they are fighting with each other. Do you remember why? Yes, they want to know who is the best. So, can you tell me what is the ordinal position of the different body parts according to the order in which they appear in the story? Which was the first body part that spoke up? Yes, it was her ear, isn't it? And which body part spoke next? Which was the second part that replied to the ears? It was the eyes. And the third body part was the nose. Can you describe the sound the nose was making? It was a nasal sound because after all, it was the nose speaking. The fourth body part was the mouth. Which body part came next, children? Yes, the fifth one was the hands, and the last body part mentioned in the story, but not any less important, was the feet. And can you describe how the girl was feeling? Yes, she was very irritated that all the body parts were screaming at each other in the night, and she couldn't sleep. So, children, what do you think? Which body part of yours is the best? And if you know the story, you will be able to answer the next question. Who wins in the end? That is my question. Which body part wins the argument? Yes, they all win as a team. Team Busybody. So, children, did you like the story? What do we learn from the story about our own bodies? Correct. Whether the part is big or small, each part of our body has a special function, and we should love and respect our body and take care of it. How do you take care of your body, children? Yes, you must eat good food and exercise regularly. What else? If you get hurt or ill, you must get yourself treated. Now, as we are talking about our body, let us also talk about nutrition. Can you frame a few questions now? This time, I will be giving you the statements, and you will have to frame appropriate question for each statement. Are you ready? Great, let's go then. Here is my first statement. A balanced diet is one that contains all the nutrients in the right amount. So children, what you have to do is, you have to frame a question for this statement. Have you heard this sentence before? You might have heard about a balanced diet. A diet which has all the nutrients in the correct quantity. This is different for different people. For example, for children like you need a lot of protein because you are growing up. And one of the best sources of protein is in milk. That is why growing children are supposed to drink a lot of milk. And based on your age and activity level, your diet will change. Coming back to our statement, what do you think? If this is an answer, what is my question? Which WH word should I use to start the question? You can see that balanced diet is highlighted, and this is the main part of my answer. So the question also will have this phrase. And a very simple question would be, what is a balanced diet? Did you think about that one? Great. I think you will be able to solve the coming questions as well. Shall we move to the next one? We are talking about food and nutrition. Our next statement reads, breakfast is the most important meal of the day. And I'm sure, children, you are well aware of this. So, which question word can I use in place of breakfast? Because breakfast is my answer. Yes, I can say, which is the most important meal of the day? And the answer will be, breakfast is the most important meal of the day. Remember using the WH words in your English class? What did you call them? Yes, whale questions. And while you were answering the WH questions, you were framing beautiful sentences, weren't you? And with this, we come to the end of our lesson. Tell me, children, why do we ask questions? What is so important about asking questions? Now, coming to questions. What you have to do as an extension activity is take an interview of your parents. You will ask them about their favorite
food items and the nutritional value of these food items.
Do you think this is an easy task? We'll see. You can ask up to 5 questions, but remember to use a minimum of 3 different question words. You can take help of other family members. And you can also share the picture of the little interview or questionnaire with us. I would love to see how you are framing questions. So, until our next class, take care, children, and thank you for being such good listeners and eagerly participating in the lesson.